Welcome to Creative Writing with Ashleigh. This virtual enrichment is brought to you by Center for Success. In today's video, we're going to be learning how to create book spine poetry. So book spine poetry is a really fun form of poetry. This type of poetry uses the spine of books to create your poem. So the spine of a book has the title of the book on it. So you're going to be using the title of books to build your own poem. You can also use the titles of movies and the titles of video games. So this is an example of a video game title, so it'd be Little Big Planet, or a movie title, and this one is Far From Home. So it works best with books, but if you don't have enough books, you can substitute some for movies or video game titles. So now let's start getting ready to create our book spine poetry. So the first step to creating your book spine poetry is to gather some interesting titles that you would like to use. So you can either do this by taking a piece of paper and writing your titles down on that, or you can just gather your books together. I just gathered the books together that I thought had interesting titles, and here are some of the books that I chose. I chose Among the Free, Among the Brave, Midnight's Children, Translucent, Among the Hidden, Read My Lips, and then I chose a few more. You get the point though. I chose a bunch of book titles. I chose about 12 of them. You should choose around 12 of them. And then when you start creating your poem, you'll take some out that you aren't going to use, but you just want to choose 12 really interesting ones that you think you could build a poem from. So now that I have all of my books, I'm going to look at them and I'm going to decide which books am I going to use in my poem. So I was looking through them and I found a general theme that I really like. So my theme is, here it is. My theme is going to be based off of this title, Among the Hidden. So I really like the hidden feature. So I decided the things that reminded me of the hidden out of the titles that I chose are Midnight's Children, because I thought midnight was really like it's after dark, you're not really out. So if you're out during that time, you're probably in hiding. I chose Whisper, because I feel like that's a very hidden, secretive language that you would use when you're talking if you're hidden. I chose Translucent, because translucent things are see-through, so you can't really see them. So if you can't see it, it's hidden. And then I chose Perks of Being a Wallflower, because wallflowers, the wallflowers are like people that normally stay off to the side. That's based off of like this book, and I think the actual definition of wallflower. So now that I have all of my books together, I just gotta put them in an order that sounds like a poem. Right now the titles that I chose are The Perks of Being a Wallflower, Translucent, Whisper, Midnight's Children, and Among the Hidden. So now to create a poem out of these titles. So my first line is going to be Midnight's Children, Translucent, Among the Hidden, Whisper, and The Perks of Being a Wallflower. So now let me read this poem to you so that it makes sense. So, it says, Midnight's Children, Translucent, Among the Hidden, Whisper, The Perks of Being a Wallflower. So the meaning behind this poem that I created, or at least the meaning that I interpret from it, is that Midnight's children, they see themselves as translucent, and they're among the hidden people, so the people that are hidden, and they're telling or they're whispering to the other hidden people that there are perks of being a wallflower or of being hidden. So they're just telling the people that are hidden that it's not so bad, there's perks to it. So now with the leftover books that I have, I also created a poem with them. So Here's the other poem that I created with my books. It says, "Among the free, among the brave, read my lips, girl, wash your face." So this poem to me means that when you're free and you're brave, or like, yeah, if you're free and you're brave, then you should listen up and you shouldn't cry, because you're already free and brave, you're okay. There's nothing to be so sad about, okay? Those are my 2 poems that I created. Now, I will let you know I did create those a little bit ahead of time, so they are going to take you a little bit longer looking at the titles and deciding what you want to do with them. I had some brainstorming beforehand, but like, take your time, and it's really fun. You can make it with children's books or chapter books. You don't have to have read the books first. Some of these books I have not gotten to reading yet, but you don't have to know what the book is about to use the title, because you're creating a whole new story with that title. You're not making a poem based off of those books, okay? So you can that's why you can also use chapter books even if you're in a lower reading grade or level, because again, you don't really need to be able to read the whole book, you just need to be able to read the title of the book. So I hope you guys have a lot of fun making these, and I'd love to see some of them. So again, today we learned how to create book spine poetry. Please comment below with a picture of your book spine poem and share your feedback about what you enjoyed and what you would like to see more of. Thank you for sharing your time with Center for Success. We are so grateful for the opportunity to be part of your life and to share this new form of community with you. Bye, and I'll see you guys next time.